So I've been thinking about what to name this boat. This boat is going to be my home, and pretty soon I'm moving on to it, moving out of the woods and moving back onto the ocean. Really looking forward to that. And people ask me, what's the name of this boat going to be? And I'm still not totally sure, but one name I keep thinking of is Eirik Bierson, and that name comes from a children's story. And Eirik Bierson in the story is a big polar bear. This polar bear works in a town, and the polar bear used to be a warrior. He has armor. He's an armored bear, but the townspeople have stolen his armor. They've hid it away. They can't find his armor, so they keep him chained up in a little fenced lot in the town, and they make him do metal work because he's a good metal worker. And they feed him alcohol all the time, so he's always drunk. And so he sits in this cage, and he's drunk, and he does his metal work. And so this little girl comes up to him and says, "Why don't you just rip down the cage? Why don't you rip down the walls?" And he's like, "Well, I don't know. They hid my armor. I'm not sure where it is. So I'll just keep doing this." She says, "Well, if I go find you your armor, would you rip down the walls and come and get the armor, and then you could help me because I'm on this journey, and if you were an armored bear, that would help me get to where I want to go." So he says, "All right, you find out where the armor is. I'll do that." So she finds out where it is. He rips down the walls, goes finds his armor, and the armor's all rusty. He polishes it up, puts the armor on, and that's the beginning of his trip. So that's the name I think of, mostly what I think of the name of this book.
I've been farming for the past 14 years. It keeps me in pretty good shape. I'm always running up and down the field, lifting stuff, throwing hay bales. It keeps me in pretty good shape. I don't really have any need to go to a gym or lift weights or do anything like that. Besides, I'm eating good, plenty of fresh vegetables and all that, and being outside all the time, fooling around with these guys. Pretty good job, and it's a pretty good lifestyle.
So a lot of what this boat is about going back into the wildness, and at least around here, if you live on the eastern coast of the United States, it's pretty civilized, and when you live on the water you have a chance to live more where things are wild. So that's what a lot of this boat is, having a home where you have more connection with wind and water, the moon, all those kinds of things. It's easy to forget about those things when you live on land. It's a pretty vast place otherwise.
Well, that about wraps things up. I'm Oliver J. Nadstar saying farewell from Ghost Island Farm and the Backyard Fighting event.